Select your character.
Okay, let's go! As far back as I can remember, I've been living here on this dark island, always guarding the Master Emerald from anything that could harm it. I don't know why I was given this job, why it was my fate. Destined to be here forever. What the? What's going on here? Oh no! Something's happened to the Master Emerald! Huh? Who are you? Did you do this? Oh, I'll get you for this! Oh! Ah! Hey! No fair! Wait! What's happening to you? Come back here! Whoa, that was incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Oh no, it's starting to happen. Without the Master Emerald's power, this whole island will fall into the ocean. It's up to me to find the missing pieces of the Master Emerald.
And that, everybody, is the gist of what Knuckles' story is. So basically, the Master Emerald shatters, so we had to go to Speed Highway for the first stage to look for 3 pieces of the missing Master Emerald. So that's what we do. That's what Knuckles' story basically is, looking for the 3 pieces of the Master Emerald. So yeah, we got the first one, got this second one right here in this little orange thingy, and then we're gonna get this last one right here in this little tunnel, and that is the end of Speed Highway for Knuckles. So yeah, next stage is Casino Night. So like usual with Sonic and Tails, you had to press that button. Knuckles can just easily glide onto it, and yeah, so that's what we're doing here. We're looking for those missing pieces in Casino Night Zone, which was pretty kind of challenging because, well, that first one was pretty easy, pretty straightforward, but the rest were up here, which took me you can see, 1 minute and 50 seconds to find that spring, and I was finally able to see, oh okay, so this is the area where I can get the rest of the Master Emerald. So yeah, I'm just flying, and it turns out that the last piece was in one of these robots, so I just had to get that real quick, and now we just look at that. He calls Spirit right there calling for us, taking us to a flashback back to the Knuckles civilization, the Echidna civilization. It feels like kind of like some Mayan vibes. I don't know, Mayan type of vibes, Aztec maybe, I don't know. Well, mostly Mayan because of the jungle. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, look at what we got around here. Something is familiar. Something is very familiar. Well, I wonder why it is. Because Knuckles is an Echidna himself, bro, the last of his kind, bro. So he just travels, looks around, and just traveling where his old ancestors used to be. This is Angel Island, by the way, where he's always at.
Father, please don't!
To call, the 7 emeralds are essential to our survival. It is for the good of all our people.
How can I make you understand? Attacking other countries, stealing and killing can't be the right path to peace. No one has the right to take their holy grounds. I beg you, Father!
So yeah, very crazy cutscene. Knuckles just wakes up right here in the front of the Casino Night Zone after that, pretty trippy, flashback. And yeah, back in Station Square, right in front of Casino Night Zone. So what's he gonna do? Well, obviously he's gonna look for more of his Master Emeralds, right? So I mean, look at Cream, you know, right there, and then there's Sonic and Tails. Pretty cool. That's from after when they, you know, they got sprayed and they got robbed from their emeralds. And there's Dr. Eggman pulling up to the basement or sewers of Station Square. So that's exactly what he's gonna go do right now. He's like pulling up. He's holding something. I don't know what he's holding. He's to the Master Emerald. Knuckles is like, I bet, get over here, get over here. And he pulls up to his little area. And yeah, Eggman, being his little creepy self, little cocky self, he got that Chaos Emerald. One of the things that he probably robbed out Sonic and Tails. So yeah, what he does right now is calls his boy Chaos so he can test Chaos's new powers against Knuckles. So that's what he does in this very scene. So yeah, it's like it's time to fight Chaos. What number? Chaos 2. This is Chaos 2, everybody. And Knuckles is ready to fight him. You know, he bounces around every time. You know, just bounce to make sure he doesn't hurt you. You know, just hit him back. And then once he's out of this little freeze, you know, thingy, you know, that's when you can hit him. And right here, I'm struggling a little bit. Get hit, but I get a little lick in real quick. And yeah, just keep doing that until you beat him. Basically, is the whole strategy of Chaos 2. You know, this hitbox is kind of annoying. You know, I got hit a couple of times, as you can see. Look at that, I keep getting hit. This hitbox is pretty insane, but we are able to get it done. You know, nothing too bad. You know, you can always just gather the rings once you get hit. And yeah, you know, we won. Chaos dips, Eggman dips, and yeah, Eggman's like, alright, bet you have yet to see the true powers of Chaos, bro. But don't worry. And I goes like, alright, bet. Let's do this, bro. I'll just whoop your ass right here, bro. That's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. But Eggman's like, no. Like, hold on. Guess what? It's about Sonic, bro. Bro. You know what he did? Sonic did this. Sonic did that. Sonic did that. You know, like he's this fucking evil guy. He's the main villain. He's taking you all. He's the one that's stealing your Master Emeralds and stuff, bro. So go and get your lick on Sonic, bro. Go and get your lick on Sonic. You know. That's what Eggman is doing. He's trying to trick him, like always, like in every single Sonic game, trying to trick Knuckles. But Knuckles is like, I bet. Let's go find Sonic real quick. So that is what we're about to go do right now. So Knuckles is like, why is Sonic going after the Master Emerald? It doesn't make sense, because obviously Sonic's not. But you know, this stupid Eggman, bro. He listens to Eggman, you know. And Knuckles is like, I bet. Let's go do this. Let's go find this guy. Let's go find Sonic. So let's go here. And yeah, there's a little monkey thingy right here. But oh, those are the shovel claws, I believe, right? Which allows us to dig. Yep, those are the shovel claws. So we get that little bomb thingy so we can destroy the monkey, and we can take this as well. Once we destroy that, we can take it to Angel Island to go into Red Mountain. There you go. I was just waiting for the cue to remember what the name was. Alright, time to find these emeralds, you know. Knuckles gets that first one, and man, how easy was that? So he goes over here to fight Sonic. You know, this is the same exact scene that we've had for these past two videos, Sonic and Tails. You know, this is, you know, this time it's Knuckles POV where they're fighting. So yeah, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You know, you can probably guess what's gonna happen next. So yeah, let's go and get our licking. Look at this guy, bro. This mischievous ass guy, bro. Man's robbing them emeralds again, bro. Same thing, and as you can probably guess, he's gonna give him the chaos and transform chaos into chaos. I believe it's number 3 that we will see right now. So yeah, that is exactly what's about to happen. And that's exactly that just did happen, you know. Goes into chaos. Chaos transforms. That water, you know, Chaos 3, which is that water boss, which Sonic and Tails both fight. So yup, it's Knuckles' turn to get his licking on Chaos 3. Chaos 4, oh my goodness, Chaos 4, I'm sorry. It was Chaos 4 this whole time. But yeah, pretty straightforward, just like Sonic and Tails. Just dodge all these, you know, attacks on the lily pads, and then once he goes up, you just keep hitting him. It's probably like 3 or 4 hits. Nothing too bad at all. So yeah, that's when the death egg pulls up. The death egg, oh my goodness, I'm sold to this thing. I'm unk status, bro. This is the egg carrier. The egg carrier that pulls up, and then Knuckles is like, alright, bet, bro. You got use Sonic and Tails. I'll let y'all go over there. This is the around the time when like Sky Chase happens. I don't know. I think it's the first or second one. I don't remember. But yeah, that's what happens. And then Knuckles is like, all right, bro. Y'all can go. Y'all can go over there. And I'm gonna do my business over here with my Master Emerald. I'm gonna try to get my Master Emerald, and I'll meet y'all later. That's the type of thing that he's trying to do right now. So yeah, you know, Knuckles decides to pull up to Lost World. So you have to go in here, this little cart, and this will take you to this jungle area, which will take you to Lost World. So let's go do that. Let's go into Lost World. Oh my goodness. So this level is pretty annoying, I think, with Knuckles. You know, the first one obviously in his little robot thingy. Never mind. Where is it at? Where is that thing at? Looking around. Where could it be? Last one is in this sand area. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. My goodness, my lovely editing, guys. Lovely editing. Should have thought about this before this voiceover, huh? But you know what? This is raw. That's how I like stuff. I like stuff raw. No homo. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. Going back to the civilization, bro. And what's going on?
This is very strange.
I beg of you, hear me now. My father is coming here soon, and I fear what may happen. You must take everyone away from here. Oh, please! So, are you saying you can't leave this place? I understand. Let me talk to my father again. There must be a better way to do this. Don't worry, my friends. I won't let you down. I must do something quickly.
What? I'm back in front of the altar. This is beginning to blow my mind. Wait a minute, I remember. The broken pieces of the Master Emerald. I have to restore them to where they belong. It's still incomplete. I need to find the remaining pieces, wherever they are. Hey! Look! It's Eggman's flying fortress. That's where the rest of the pieces must be. But I don't know where that ship is. Hey, isn't that one of Eggman's robots? I know. I'll follow it back to Eggman's base. Here I come, Eggman.
And yeah, you know, Knuckles decides after that whole cutscene, you know, he's gonna go to this forest area and look for Eggman's base, which is what he's gonna do. So he goes into the forest, he glides, and you go past this little ruins area, and that is where Eggman's little area is gonna be. So once you passed here, this little area right here, there it is. This little cutscene. We got my boy Gamma walking in. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. There he is, Gamma walking into the base. Yep, that's the man right there. So Knuckles like, I bet we're gonna go in here. We're gonna see what's all about. But now it looks like he's gonna go make that house call. So what happens? The egg carrier was under there the whole time. So that Knuckles like, alright, bet let's get into this egg carrier thingy. So, you know, this whole aura farming ass cutscene, bro, that he's got going on right here, as you can see. And Knuckles hops on because it's just Knuckles, bro. He just shows up anywhere he wants. So that, I bet we'll see what's easily tricked, because like he wasn't letting that shit slide after being tricked, you know, from, you know, to fight Sonic and Tails, bro. He's like, I bet. So let's go find where we gotta be. So I believe from here he has to go to the sky deck, which I don't think it was as bad personally as Sonic's sky deck, because my goodness, that was the most atrocious one of the most atrocious levels I've ever played in my life. I can't lie. But yeah, you know, he goes to sky deck, and you know, it's like always, you know, he's just gotta find his 3 missing Master Emerald pieces, because that's the whole point of Knuckles' story. So you know, he gets one behind this little area, this little pillar, and the other one is in here in this little area where like it shoots the door, it shoots those little thingies, and the other one is in one of the doors as well, inside a robot. So it was pretty easy to find, pretty self-explanatory. And then, you know, he calls Spirit, shows him a vision again. He's like, oh no, not again, bro. It's like, man, this keeps happening to me. But look, like, this is the destruction of his ancestors right here. It's the destruction of his people. This is the reason why he's all alone. You look around, look at everything, you know, all the chows down, all the chows are down. He calls, like, I couldn't stop him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty sad. You know, her father, you know, decided to rampage, and, you know, Chaos, you know, gets on his rampage as well, you know. It's crazy, it's pretty sad, you know, everything's on fire, the altar is on fire, there's the Master Emerald right there. So, oh look, that's the Emerald right there. He's like, hold on, don't go. But nah, you know, the Spirit was done showing him what he had to see, you know, so he just dips. He's like, man, was that a dream? Like, that felt so real. But you know, it's a nightmare, I know. It seemed like a nightmare, didn't it? So yeah, he gets out this little area, you know. He has to go find his friends, which I believe is Chaos number 7. I don't have any of the forms remembered mentally, but it's the big one that Sonic fought in his story when, you know, he had to freeze him and you had to attack him when he was frozen. You know, basically where Big was as well. You know, so that's where Knuckles is going. He sees, oh man, what was that? And then he looks on that little platform over there. That platform is exactly where Sonic and all them are. So I believe that's when Chaos probably transforms. So he pulls up, and yeah, There he is right there. It's Eggman. He's like, no, not again. I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Y'all my ops. Yeah, Knuckles pulls up. He's like, yo, what up, Sonic? What's up, bro? And then, yeah, as you can see, he's like, there you are, Knuckles. About time, you know? Like, what happened? What happened to you since we were throwing hands? So, you know, Eggman's like, how will return? But yeah, he's like, alright, I'll let Sonic handle that. He'll be alright. He'll be alright. Yeah, but now he must return to the Master Emerald. So I guess that Knuckles didn't. Oh wait, never mind. He does fight. He does fight. He does fight. Look at that. Look at that. Like, I bet he didn't get enough the first time. So let me throw some hands with this guy. So that is exactly what he does. Because, you know, Knuckles is the aura farmer. He'll throw hands anytime, any place, anywhere, or anytime, any place. You know, whatever. So yeah, it's Chaos. What number? What number is it? 6. It is Chaos 6. Everybody. Man. All right. I'll try to remember that for the next episode when I believe Big fights him. But yeah, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Just gotta freeze him up over and over and over until he is dead. That's what happens. Knuckles wins, and boom, wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad at all. So yeah, pretty easy. And as you guys remember, you know, he drops all the emeralds, you know, because that's basically all of Chaos until the final boss. So Knuckles, I bet, let me get off this place. Maybe return to my island. So I got all my missing Master Emerald pieces, and then this egg carrier, it crashes to the ground. You know, it falls and it destroys and all that stuff. But Knuckles, you know, he survives that. Obviously, he jumped out, he can glide, he can do his aura farming stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on, and this is Knuckles' story. Let's go.
This should do it. Perfect. All is well now. The Master Emerald and the island have been restored. I'll probably be on this floating island forever, guarding the Master Emerald again. I may not know the whole story behind this, but perhaps it's better that way. I'm at peace once more.